So we are at Confu. It's the end of the conference. I'm with Philippe. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Yep, my name is Philippe. I'm the ex-leader of the chapter of Montreal OWASP. I'm, I'm working on security, for sure, because of the OWASP. For the people who don't know, OWASP is the Open Web Application Security Project.
Cool. So you just mentioned OWASP. So okay, now we know the name.
Yeah.
But what OWASP is doing?
As the name say, it's the Open Application Security Project. So it's a big project to help people get informed about security. So there's a lot of free documentation for security, from the design of the application to the testing and everything. So programming, etc. So you have free documentation plus open source project to help with security.
Good. As I know, but people may not know, there's a chapter in Montreal. There is a user group, OWASP user group. So how can people that have any interest around security, how is it working? Where can we get the information? What are you doing in Montreal?
Oh, yeah, it's simple. In Montreal, we have the user group. It's really open as a user group. So we have usually monthly meeting. You can find all the information on the OWASP website, owas.org/index.php/Montreal. So you can go directly. We do have our YouTube channel now. So all our presentation are on the channel live, and then you can look at them later if you want. So if you cannot come one night, it's okay. You can look at but all the information, or follow us on Twitter at OWASP Montreal.
This is cool. I really like the idea of having the presentation recorded and put it online, because as long as I like to be in person for these kind of things, because this is cool. You have the networking aspect. You can talk to the presenter. This is really nice that if you miss something, if you cannot go, or if you just want to listen again to one presentation, I really like the idea of putting this on YouTube. So one last question. I am a developer. I have a developer background. I created a lot of application, and to be totally honest with you, I may not always think about security when I was developing my application. So of course, security was always an important component of what we were doing, but it was not totally part of the development process. And let's be honest here, it's probably the case for mostly everybody. Like everybody is like, oh, security is important, but not a lot of people just put them in really their process. So it's not something that you're going to do at the end. I don't think it's something that you need to start until the beginning. So do you have any, I don't know, tips and tricks, any suggestion to people to just emphasize the fact that it's so important, and to help people to integrate this in their development process?
Yeah, exactly. Usually, if you want to have something that's really secure, you have to beginning from the beginning of the application, so from the design. So yeah, the SDLC is really important, but we do have a tool for that to help you develop and just augment how you do your development life cycle. We have a great tool called the testing guide. Usually what you do is you look at the testing guide to test, but you can use it at the same time to look at what you need to do to get secure. So if you say, okay, you're gonna have to look at something or else for your application, just changing the wording. So in my application, we're gonna need to do this thing. It will really help you develop. And the last thing is, and maybe the most known tool from the OWASP, it's a OWASP Top 10. It's a top 10 we do every 3 years of the top 10 risk on the internet, taken from all the information from the last 3 years what happened. So they change because different attack, different risk arose and things like that. So and in the guide you have other information and link to follow to find more information on each of the risk or vulnerability in the documentation.
This is cool, and I just see that it's Creative Commons, and so people can share this information to others. So really, really good work. I didn't know about it, so I'm gonna look at it right after our thanks, right after our interview. So thanks for your time. But before I'll let you leave, if people are looking for a security expert, where can they reach you? I know you're on Twitter. Maybe share your Twitter handle with people.
Yeah, why not? Secure Symphony, F for in Symphony, because it's like the PHP framework on Twitter, or just on the OWASP page for Montreal. I'm there.
Awesome. So thanks for your time, and have a great weekend.
You too.